Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Major Garrett in for Norah. We're going to begin tonight with a frightening surge of infections of the Delta variant of coronavirus. The CDC director says more than 9 million Americans now live in parts of the country where hospitalizations and deaths are spiking significantly, especially among people who haven't been vaccinated. One new study calls those areas breeding grounds for COVID, creating the potential for the virus to mutate into even more deadly strains. As we come on the air, Pfizer says it's now ramping up efforts to roll out a booster shot to help increase immunity and is working on a newer version of its vaccine to target the Delta variant. Meantime, tonight, the White House says it's sending surge response teams into the hardest hit parts of the U.S. But experts say the best defense is to be fully vaccinated, especially as new research shows only getting one shot of a 2-dose vaccine may not be enough to provide maximum protection. CBS's Janet Shamlian is going to lead off our coverage tonight from Houston, where we are told infections are on the rise. Janet, good evening.
Major, good evening. Hospitals across the country are seeing it, and the White House task force is sounding the alarm. A rapid rise in the Delta variant. Tonight, Pfizer announcing it is working on a booster specifically to target that variant.
Tonight, a dire situation is unfolding. The dangerous Delta variant, highly transmissible and threatening the unvaccinated, is significantly more widespread, according to researchers. 5 under-vaccinated areas of the U.S. could be putting the entire nation at risk, according to researchers at Georgetown University. The fear is the virus could mutate so significantly in these areas, it could defeat vaccines.
This rapid rise is troubling.
To be clear, there will likely continue to be an increase in cases among unvaccinated Americans.
A study published today in the journal Nature suggests getting just 1 dose of a vaccine offers little protection against Delta. Currently, 25 million people have received only 1 dose, and 140 million are unvaccinated, leaving 45% of the country at risk. It's a critical concern in places like Missouri, where Delta is now 73% of COVID cases. Dr. Fauci saying again today, those most vulnerable in low vaccination areas should take precautions.
If you are an elderly person, or if you have a person with an underlying disease, you might want to go the extra mile of protection of wearing a mask if you are indoors.
In Texas, a youth camp outside Austin may become the nation's latest super spreader event. More than 100 confirmed cases.
We believe that this is an outbreak of the Delta variant.
At Houston's Methodist Hospital, COVID hospitalizations are rising. The Delta variant, responsible for 42% of new cases.
Are you concerned about the unvaccinated?
The majority of patients that we are seeing hospitalized with COVID-19 with the Delta variant, the vast majority of those patients are unvaccinated.
Here at Houston Methodist, they expect Delta to make up 90% of cases in the next 2 to 3 weeks, and they say generally the patients are young. Major?
With the march of Delta, Janet Shamlian, thank you.